Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are from the globe. Thank you for watching my robotic process automation demo. This is robotic process automation demo. You are all warm welcome to attend and watch robotic process automation demo. After completion of this demo, what you will understand, what are the things you are going to get, what are the key takeaways. So after completion of this demo, you're going to understand exactly what is robotic process automation, what are the features and feature of robotic process automation, what is the RPA life cycle and corresponding roles and responsibilities required to roll out the RPA project, and what are the key benefits to the client and why client has go for the RPA solutions, why clients are eagerly waiting for RPA solutions, and what kind of career opportunities in RPA. Having 0 to 20 years of IT expert, upgrade to RPA and become RPA compliant and leverage your experience and play corresponding RPA role in RPA projects. Okay, and also you will understand exactly where RPA can be implemented. With the layman example, I'm going to explain. With that, you will understand where exactly RPA can be implemented along with what is processed. And also, I'm going to explain one, what are the different roles and responsibilities, what are the client benefits. And as a bonus in this demo, I'm going to show you live demonstration of the bot. Exactly what the bot you are going to develop, how it is working in the real-time scenario. On deployment of the bot in enterprise, how it is working, I'm going to show you live demonstration. Thank you. Thank you very much once again. Just let's get into our demo. Before starting, I would like to explain to whom it's for. If your senior executive would like to discuss with your clients regarding RPA projects, then this demo is for you. If you are a delivery manager or project manager working on delivering non-RPA projects and would like to work on RPA projects as your organization, as your company getting RPA projects, then this demo is for you. If you are an architect designing application system for non-RPA projects and would like to design the system for RPA projects, then this demo is for you. And you are an IT professional working on old software, old legacy applications, old applications, older technologies, then would like to become Industry 4.0 or new IT compliant, which is a compulsion in any organization, every organization, then this demo is for you. If you are a BPO employee wanted to become software employee, and that too in latest trending technology, then this demo is for you. And are you a fresher looking for the job, then directly you can learn this RPA and plan for getting into RPA roles. Okay, this is the demo. After this, I will explain my training sessions as well. And if you are new to my YouTube channel, please subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon to get notifications and encourage me to prepare this kind of videos. Okay, thank you very much. Let's start the actual show. RPA, robotic process automation, is a gateway to digital transformation. What is digital transformation? Digital transformation is a process of transforming human workforce to virtual workforce. Again, what is human workforce? What is digital workforce? Why client has to go for transformation from the human workforce to virtual workforce? how this digital transformation improve customer experience, how this digital transformation transforming operational process efficiently, how this changing business process. You are going to understand everything after completion of this demo. Before that, I would like to introduce myself. I am Srinivas. I have 20 plus years of experience in IT industry. Over 10 years, I worked as an architect. During my architect tenure, I worked as a solution architect, technical architect, even I worked for SOA architecture and microservice architecture as well. And last 6.5 years, I have been into automation. I expert on defining, designing, implementing end-to-end RPA ecosystem using RPA, artificial intelligence, cognitive services, cloud, IoT analytics by using the various teams, and expert on design, defining entire enterprise solution for RPA. And we expert on providing end-to-end digital transformation solutions to small, medium, and large businesses, IT companies, and enterprises. Okay, this is my small intro about myself. And I would like to start with today's agenda. Let's greetings, introduce ourselves, and what is RPA and RPA overview, features and feature of RPA. One business case I am going to explain, end-to-end business case, and I will explain RPA lifecycle along with required roles and responsibilities, and RPA tools. I will going to give overview and what we are offering as a ROBO consulting services, and I'm going to give a live demonstration. Okay, thank you very much. Before starting, I would like to explain about my companies and my services we are going to offer in 2 minutes. Okay, with 19 plus years of strong experience in IT industry, strong technical and strong architecture and strong delivery experience, I came out of my last company 2 years back and established Future Tech Solutions and AI Robot Consulting Services. These two are my startups. Through Future Tech Solutions, we have been providing end-to-end digital marketing automation solutions. Through AI Robot Consulting Services, we have been providing end-to-end digital transformation solutions. These are the overall services we have been providing to small, medium, and large businesses, enterprises, and IT companies across the globe. And exclusive to the automation with respect to artificial intelligence, we have been providing cognitive solutions, computer vision solutions, NLP solutions, end-to-end bot solutions, and end-to-end automation solutions. With respect to robotic process automation, we expect on define, design, and establish RPA Center of Excellence. Apart with end-to-end RPA solutions, we have been providing RPA consulting services by using Blue Prism UiPath and Automation Anywhere. We also expect on providing RPA training, online training, offline training, and corporate trainings as well. These are the few of the services we have been providing as part of our phase 1. Once we establish this, then we have phase 2 and phase 3 as well. Okay, and we are also providing consulting services, RPA consulting services, architecture consulting services, cloud consulting services, HRD consulting services. Coming to RPA consulting services, apart with end-to-end solutions, we also provide RPA Center of Excellence establishment, RPA discovery, RPA solution design, RPA implementation, RPA infra setup as an consulting services. Any one or few or all apart with end-to-end solutions, we will provide as a consulting services. Why we have been providing these consulting, these RPA lifecycle phases as consulting services? In India, there are so many IT companies have capability to get RPA projects, but their budget may or may not support for hiring RPA business analyst or solution architect. For such companies, we can provide these RPA discovery and RPA solution design phase, where business analyst, RPA business analyst, and RPA solution architect roles required. Those we can provide as a consulting services. and we charge for process wise or T&M and as per the flexible discussion with the client. Okay. And we also expert on providing following architecture consulting services like solution architecture, microservice architecture, application design, component design, high level design, low level design, architecture review, and development review. These also we have been providing as an architecture consulting services. Okay, now we'll come to RPA. What is RPA? Exactly. If we can able to divide the terminology, robotic process automation. Robotic is an entity which mimic human action is called robot. It is an entity or it is a software snippet which mimic human action means which can work like a physical employee or full-time employee. Process. It is a sequence of steps with a definite start and definite end in order to convert that inputs and start into desired output. There are some sequence of steps, related activities. Altogether is a process. What is automation? Any process which is done by a robot without any human intervention is a automation. Robot. Okay, any process which done by a robot without any human intervention is a automation. If we can able to sum up, mimicking human actions to perform a sequence of steps that leads to a meaningful activity without any human intervention is known as robotic process automation. Okay, means mimicking human action means in an organization, in an process, in an operations, how physical employees working, what's also going to work exactly. That is what the physical employees working, what kind of delivery they are giving, what's also going to do the same and perform the same and give the desired outputs. That is called mimicking of the human action. Here you could have some mice in your mind or some doubts in your mind. Before starting further, I would like to show them. Here we are discussing about bot or robot. It is not a physical bot, it is a virtual bot. And also we can call it as an employee, but not the physical employee, it's a virtual employee. Remember, that is a virtual employee. How physical employee working in an organization? The moment when we hire a physical employee, when we onboarding on his date of joining, how admin team assigning system to the physical employee, how they are going to create Active Directory credentials for logging into the system, and then the employee will be assigned to a manager for the physical employee. Similarly, when we onboarding bot in an organization, when we deploying bot in an organization, bot also required system within the network. Bot also required credentials. Okay, but only difference is in case of physical employee, in front of the system we can able to see the physical employee how he is working, but in case of bot we can't see the physical bot. That is one of the difference, because we deploy the bot inside the system, so it will work inside. But here manager can explain what the physical employee is supposed to do. Same manager can explain to the bot what to do, he can't explain. That's where RPA developer come into picture. The RPA developer develop RPA projects, develop RPA process, or develop bots. All the terminology is same. Clients to clients, vendor to vendor, terminology might be varying, but underlying meaning is same. As the RPA developer, we are going to develop the process assigned to the bot going to execute. It's like exactly how physical employee going to work on. So as the RPA developer, we are playing manager role. How manager explain to the physical employee what's supposed to do. We are explaining the bot what it's supposed to do, similar to the physical employee in terms of giving instructions, developing instructions in terms of process and assign to the bot. It's going to work on. Okay. That's why we call it as a physical, it's an employee. not a physical employee, it's a virtual employee. Okay. So in this case, if anybody asks you how many members working in your company, your answer could be, if yours is a small company, you could say 300 members working in my company. What is the numbers I'm saying? Only hypothetical numbers. You take the concept, you leave the numbers. Just number is for indicative only. And if yours is a medium company, you could say 3,000 employees working in your company. If yours is a bigger company, CMM level 5 company, your answer could be 25 or 30,000 employees working in my company. After 2 or 3 years, max by 5 years, if anybody asks you how many members working in your company, your answer could be, remember, your answer could be, if yours is a small company, your answer could be 300 physical employees and 50 virtual employees working. If yours is a medium company, 3,000 physical employees and 500 virtual employees. If yours is a bigger company, then your answer could be 25-30,000 physical employees, around 5,000 virtual employees work in my company. That could be the answer you are going to give. Okay, that's the kind of RPA solution coming to picture. That's the kind of scalability for RPA solution. That's the kind of bots going to work in the organization along with the physical employees. Okay, so one more myth is, if we deploy the bots, if we implement the digital transformation, do we need to stop any of our existing applications? Do we need to change our infrastructure? Do we need to change any of our network? No, you should not. You no need to do, because if any physical employee joined in your company, are you going to change any of the applications? Are you going to change any of infrastructure? No. Similarly, when deploying bot, also nothing but hiring the employee, but virtual employee. This employee also working on top of the applications within the network. No need of change in any application, no need of changing any infrastructure. Okay. So these are the important things you should mind. Now, exactly what are the process we can automate? What kind of roles, what kind of activities bots can do? Bots can extract structured data from any documents. Bots can capture any kind of data. Bots can log in to any application and run applications. Those can open emails and download the attachments. Those can submit the form like data entry. Those can read the data and to write into any kind of homogeneous or heterogeneous databases. Those can make some calculations. Those can connect to any kind of other system. Those can respond to the triggers. Those can work based on some triggers. And the bots can take the decision based on some predefined rules. And those can communicate with any kind of systems. Okay, these are the few of the works, few of many works a bot can perform. Okay, in this case, what are the process we can implement RPA? We can transform. If the process is highly manual and the work is repetitive, same work going to work on, and the work is rule based, and it having low exceptions and standard inputs and outputs, then this is the process best candidate for the implementation of RPA. If you see this, exactly what I explained in the previous, I'm showing in the pictorial form. Bot can take the data from data center, submit into the web application, or take the data from web application and submit into the data center, vice versa. It can communicate and do the same thing with any kind of Windows application. It can communicate with any kind of homogeneous or heterogeneous application. It can communicate with, bots can communicate with IBM systems, SAP systems, Salesforce systems, any kind of utilities. It can get the data or submit the data. What are the kind of application organization having respect of legacy bots can work on? though it is a legacy application, bots have capability to submit the data into them or get the data from them. So as of now, there is no scenario because of the legacy of the application. Bots can't be implemented, bots can't work, or RPA can't be implemented. But because of some complexity, we may not implement RPA, some percentage, that's there, but not because of the legacy of the application. That's because of the complexity of the process. There are certain scenarios, some percentage of the work can't be performed by bot. Those can be implemented by the human employees, and then we can have the handoffs between client and human employees and virtual employees, means bots. That's kind of handoffs were there. Okay. In this case, how bots work? How as a physical employee out of 3 shifts, how we are going to work on shift? We can make bots also work in the shift. We can schedule whether the first shift or second shift or third shift, whatever the shift we wanted, we can schedule. Otherwise, we can make sure 9 to 6. Otherwise, 24 hours also we can run. Otherwise, we can run the bots on demand. And these bots can work side by side with the human employees. Those can interact with the human employees. Those can complete the work and hand off the work to the human employees and take the work from the human employees after completing their work. Okay, this is the kind of very interactive nature for the bots with the human employees. Okay, we can automate so many processes like payroll processing, client information update, renewal process, financial statements, cancellation, reconciliation, compliance reporting, customer complaint processing. There are so many processes, for example, for implementing RPA. And now I would like to explain features and feature of RPA. Before explaining features and feature of RPA, I would like to discuss one use case, layman use case I'm going to explain. With that, you will understand exactly where RPA can be implemented. How RPA can be implemented, you will going to understand. I'm going to explain one use case. Okay. Let me open. Yeah. Now, nowadays, every one of we wanted to purchase anything, instead of going to the market, what we are doing, we are opening e-commerce sites like e-commerce, eBay, Amazon, Flipkart, whatever our favorite site we are opening, and we are selecting the item what we wanted, and we compare. If required, we can compare features with other item, prices and everything, and finally we will decide and we will complete the order. And we will complete the order by paying using debit card or credit card. Otherwise also we can opt out for cash and delivery. With that, order get completed. Once order get completed, we get the message like you are going to receive your item within 2 or 3 working days or 4 or 5 as per the SLA. That message will come. Here the moment we complete the order till getting item to hand, what will happen? There are so many things happen in the back office. Then only we will get the item into our hand. So we will see the invoice processing, what will happen in the back office for the e-commerce site. Okay. Now, for example, we are taking, for example, we will take Amazon. We will take Amazon example. Amazon for Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, we will take example states, and Hyderabad having Amazon back office for Hyderabad, Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. So average approximately daily 500 members purchasing. Approximate number you take only for the example, this is indicative a hypothetical number. That's not the real number. I'm and also going further, I'm using some numbers. Those are for hypothetical numbers and also for calculation purpose. Don't take them as granted. Okay, Amazon also I'm taking for example. It can be X company. Okay, now we will see. We assume that daily 500 members and average purchasing means 500 orders get generated, 500 invoices get generated and sent to their back office. What will happen in the back office so that the item get dispatched? Now we will see the invoice processing of Amazon in Hyderabad back office, how it will happen. Okay. In this case, the invoice processing, we will see in two views. One is as is process, one is to be processed. First, we will see as is process. That is nothing but how it is working currently with the, before implementation of RPA. What are the different departments involving? What are the different people involving? What are the different applications involving? What are the different activities we are performing? Then we will see to be processed. How after implementation of RPA, how the to be process is working. Both we are going to see. First, we will see as is process. Okay, this is the RPA. This is the Hyderabad back office for Amazon, and the activity one means the moment invoice order get generated, those received to the back office by email. And what are the departments and activities I am saying only for example purpose. This is not the exact replica of what's happening in Amazon. Not like that. Example number X company you can treat. Okay. Activity one is performed by department one. These 10 members sitting. These 10 members also example I am taking, not actual number. 10 members sitting. What they will do? They will open mails and identify the orders and download the invoice and keep that into FTP server. That is only the activity. First activity they will perform. As we discussed earlier, an average 500 invoices coming, 10 members sitting here, 500 by 10 members. It means 50 invoices per day each member process. With this activity one going to complete. Then activity two coming to picture. This activity two performed by department two. This department two, again 10 members sitting. What they will do? What are the invoices placed in FTP server by the activity as part of activity one? They will open each and every invoice and read the required data and place into CSV or Excel file. Again, here 10 members, 500 invoices, 500 by 10 means 50 invoices per day they will process. With this activity to complete. Once this is completed, activity 3 coming to picture, it's performed by department 3. Again, 10 members sitting. What they will do? They will take record, each and every record in the Excel and submit into their financial portal. Their financial portal could be SAP Financial, Oracle, or Microsoft Dynamics, or their own financial system. What are the financial system they are using? They are going to submit in that. With that, invoice processing get completed. There is another department will verify the submitted record in the system. They will verify the payment process and they will verify the existence of the item. Then if everything okay, they will give dispatch instructions to the nearest warehouse. Then nearest warehouse people will dispatch that to the intended person. With that, the person get hand over that ordered item. Okay, here department 1, department 2, department 3, and 10 members in each department, total 30 members working perfectly, everything working fine, various applications working. Then everything okay. Then why looking? They are looking for the new solution. Any organization or any enterprise looking for new solution means there is a unresolved problems, unresolved exceptions in the existing system, right? Then only they look for the new solution. Now we will see what are the problems. Then we will go for the to be solution. Okay. In this case, nowadays we have been seeing e-commerce sites giving huge discounts on auspicious days like January 1st, January 26th, August 15th, Ramjan, Christmas, Sankranti. What are the famous, what are the auspicious days? They will give huge discounts for 2 days or 3 days or max 1 week, not more than that. During this discount period, we are seeing huge turnout. Thus, turnout becomes instead of 500 invoice per day, 500 orders per day, that become 5,000, 4,000 to 5,000 orders per day. That's the kind of huge transactions during that campaign. So here 10 members in the department 1, 10 members into 50, 500 invoices they can process. If we insist on demand on the 1 day or 2 day, they can do 75 per day or max they can do 100 per day, not more than that. If we consider maximum number 100, 100 into 10, 1000 invoices they can process. What about remaining 4000 invoices? To process this 4000 invoices, will the company hire more people? No, no, no. The company can't hire more people because this more transaction only for 2 days or 3 days or max 1 week, not more than that. What my point? This is only for few days. For few days, 1 week purpose, they can't hire more people. In the same way, they can't survive with this 10 members. This is the major problem industry facing. So they're having market, so they're having opportunity, they're not able to utilize the opportunity, they're not able to scale their system, they're not able to capture the opportunity. That is the major problem industry facing, looking for the solution. Is this only the problem? No, there are some other problems as well. Like as a physical employees, we are going late to the office. We might be coming early from the office. We might be take tea break, lunch break, snacks break, and we might be having phone calls. All these together, 2 to 3 hours productivity loss. And also, management has to provide tea, coffee, cafeteria. All this is a running cost every day, apart with the salary payments. So despite all these things, everything going right? No, as a human employees, we are going to do some mistakes. Like when we are entering data into the system, we might be enter instead of 5 quantity, we might be enter 6 or 7 quantity. Instead of 5 quantity, we may enter 3 or 4 quantity. Either cases, wrong quantity get dispatched. We might be enter one item ID, instead of one item ID, we might be enter another item ID, which leads to the wrong item get dispatched. Instead of submitting in one field, we might be submitting to another field. That leads to a inconsistency in data. Okay, all these together, lot of problems to the management. So they're not able to scale their system. They're not able to reduce their errors. They're not able to increase the revenue. So they're looking for the solution. They're looking for the new solution. Now, we will see how RPA has provided solution for this one. Now, time being, we assume that similar to the normal project, how it has its life cycle, RPA also having its own life cycle. Now, time being, assume that all the life cycle phases completed and RPA has implemented all the bots deployed in the enterprise. Now we will see how to be solution. Okay. Now these are the metrics, and now we'll see the to be solution. During analysis and discovery analysis phase, in the normal project, we call it as analysis phase, but in the RPA, we call it as a discovery phase and solution design phase. During solution discovery and solution design phase, RPA business analyst and RPA solution architect who worked on this discovery and solution design phase identified that the deployment of one bot, it will work equal to 3 employees, means 1:3. 1:3 means deployment of one bot will work 3 times of the employee. What does it mean? Each employee can process 50 invoices per day, right? And employee can work single shift only out of 3 shifts. But in case of bot can work 24/7. In this case, 1:3 means one employee process 50 invoices, means 50 into 3, 150 invoices, and 150 into 3 shifts, that become 450 invoices. So if we deploy one bot can process 450 invoices per day, whereas physical employee can process only 15 invoices per day. With this, deploying 10 bots in the department 1, 10 into 450, approximately 4,000 to 5,000 invoices can be processed in a single day. With this implementation of RPA, we can resolve their major problem. Okay? And you can ask a question. Similarly, we can also deploy other department employees in the department 1. The employees were physical employees working in other department. If you want to deploy in another department, we need to provide the training, and that takes 1 week to 1 month. They require some warm-up time. Altogether, it will take 1 week to 1 month to become productive. So immediately we can't deploy a person who is working on one department into another department. But in case of bot, if it is working in one department, easily we can deploy in another department. Bot don't deserve any requirement, any training. Bot don't deserve any kind of warm-up time. What is the department we deploy? Assigning that process to the bot, it getting executed within fraction of seconds without any warm-up time. In that way, other department bots we can deploy in department one, get work done. Then one transactions reduced, then we can redeploy those bots into those respective departments. That way, major problem resolved. And as the bots are virtual employees, there is no question of coming late, going early, or tea, coffee, lunch breaks. So there is no question of 2 or 3 hours of productivity loss. And as those were the virtual employees, management no need to provide tea, coffee, cafeteria, high cost of infrastructure. So running cost for the daily running cost also saving. And clients also no need to pay monthly salaries similar to the physical employees. That is also saving to the client. The bots are only one time yearly license cost. And one more important thing, bots never do any mistake. What is the process we develop and assign 200% accuracy it will do. So there is no headache to the management, whether it is a 2.0 or 4.0 or instead of one item ID, another item ID, or any inconsistency of data, no question of such kind of mistake. That avoid a lot of headache to the management. You see all angles, not in one angle. If we all angles, client getting benefited. Nowadays, for .NET or Java projects, if the client see 10 to 15% increase in the only revenue, they are ready to spend crores and crores of rupees and wait for years and years for implementing those projects. But in coming to the RPA, huge benefits to the client, not only 10 or 20%, more than 50%, not only one angle, 5 to 6 angles. I'm going to show you in numbers next slide. Before going to show, I will tell you here one important commercial point, benefit to the client. Now, physical employee processing 15 invoice, right? As a BPO employee, as an average salary could be 25,000 to 30,000, right? Approximately, if we calculate, it could be approximately 1,000 per day client is paying. For that, what is the output is getting? 50 invoice processed. It means 1,000 by 50, it's become 20 rupee. In this, it means in case of physical employee, he processed 50 invoices per day and paid 1,000. It costing 20 rupee per single invoice process in case of physical employee. Same thing if we calculate for the bot is processing 450 invoices per day. And if we come to the payment for the bot, there is no salary payment. There is a one-time license cost that ranges from 5 lakhs to 50 lakhs. There are so many factors into picture, and that is out of scope. Now, time being, you assume that client also paying approximately 800 to 900, approximately 1,000 per day, client also paying for the bot. So for 1,000 paying per day to the bot, what the output is getting? 450 invoice processed. It means 1,000 by 450 means 2 rupee 50 paisa approximately. You see, one invoice processed by physical employee, it is costing 20 rupee per day per invoice. Same invoice processed by bot, it is costing 2 rupee 50 paisa. Where is 20 rupee per invoice by the physical employee? Once for 2 rupee 50 paisa per invoice were processed by bot. Where is 50 invoices output by the physical employees? Where is 450 invoices for the bot output? You see the difference output, and in terms of the numbers, in terms of the saving of the money. Now, I would like to show the numbers for the client getting benefit. Okay. Here, you see, on implementation of RPA, 67% high accuracy and error reduction, 64% improved employee productivity, 60% cost saving, 54% reduced operational risk, and 51% freeing up staff from higher value tasks. You see, not only in the revenue, more than five areas, client is getting benefited more than 50%. Before RPA, if the client find 10 to 15% increase in revenue on implementation of the .NET or Java system, they're ready to invest in crores and wait for years and years for implementation of those systems. Now, on implementation of RPA, it weekdays, not more than 3 months for the process. Return of investment is in months, not more than 1 year. And the implementation cost is very less, not lakhs and crores, not crores. Of course, it's in lakhs, but not in crores. See the client benefit, 5 to 6 angles. Clients are getting more than 50%. Huge benefits. Clients are on the industry eagerly waiting for implementation of RPA. Currently, previously, RPA projects are failed. Entire industry, entire world looking for the RPA success. Currently, only bigger players, bigger industries implementing RPA. Nowadays, success rate is improving. That RPA projects fail is big main reason for the failure of RPA projects is lacking of RPA resources in the industry. Huge lack of RPA resources. There is no RPA developer, there is no RPA business analyst, no RPA architect who are a .NET or Java developer or PHP developer, giving smaller no RPA training and deploying as RPA developer. And previous business analyst or solution architect who work for non-RPA project, giving small RPA training and deployed in RPA projects. And then that leads to misunderstanding, as those were compliant with non-RPA projects, they think it with respect to non-RPA and it leads to the failure of the projects. Of course, nowadays the situation is changing and success rate is increasing. So now entire industry, entire world looking for bigger companies who are implementing RPA. They look waiting for all these benefits to be realized. Once these benefits realized, then entire industry look for RPA solutions. Nowadays, very few companies, bigger companies implementing RPA. Now itself, we have huge RPA resource lacking shortage. Now think, if entire industry looking for RPA solution, what the kind of RPA resource gap? What the kind of RPA resource shortage? What the kind of demand as RPA resource? What the kind of salary hikes we can have? By seeing that requirement, by seeing the benefits to the client, we can estimate RPA future and we can estimate our career in RPA in future. Okay, that is the more demanding RPA resource in the market. Okay, by seeing these numbers, we can estimate what the kind of RPA resource demand. Having 0 to 20 years of experience in various fields, upgrade to RPA and leverage your experience and become RPA, play RPA role. Okay, and the key benefit to the clients who are implementing RPA, like cost saving, significant process improvement, deployment of resources to higher value functions, improved productivity, improved quality, improved customer services, improved compliance. These are all the benefits to the client on implementing RPA. And important numbers, in 2020, RPA market was $8 billion. And 2022, it became $15 billion. And by 2025, it was estimated it will be $30 billion. By 2030, it will become $60 billion. That is the market for RPA. And by 2030, 90% of the companies going in any way they are going to implement RPA or automation. 90% of the companies in the worldwide they are going to implement RPA or automation or intelligence automation. They are going to implement. That's the kind of market for RPA. This is the numbers not given by famous researchers given numbers, and I am presenting. Okay. Here, these are the things. And now I would like to explain in order to roll out the RPA projects, what are the different role or different phases in RPA life cycle. I don't explain what are the different activities in each and every phase. Just I will explain what are the roles and responsibilities required so that you can understand as a 0 to 20 years of experience where you can fit, so upgrade to RPA and become leverage your experience and be play that corresponding role. Just to get that into your mind, I am going to explain that RPA life cycle in a few slides. Okay, similar to the normal project, RPA also having its own life cycle: RPA discovery, solution design, implementation, UAT, deployment, and execution. And company to company, client to client, these phase names might be vary, but underlying activities remain same. Okay, name might be changing. Still, there are so many companies, vendors using still the analysis space only for the discovery phase, but that is not the analysis space. There's a main difference for the analysis space. Why we can't say analysis space will take the requirement to build the system. For RPA, we take the requirement not to build the system, to scale up the system by implementing RPA. There's the main difference. Missing that by the business analyst or solution architect, that lead to the failure of the project. We should not miss. We are taking requirements during initial process assessment or discovery phase, not to build the system from the scratch. The system is already there. We are taking requirement how to enhance the system with RPA, how to enhance the human ability by implementing deploying bots. We want to improve the productivity by implementing digital transformation. That is the main objective on initial process assessment discovery phase, not to build a system. That's important. You should remember, failing that lead to the failure of the project. Okay, now we will see what are the roles and responsibilities required in each phase. Discovery phase, RPA business analyst plays a vital role and complete all these activities. Having 5 to 15 years of experience in understanding the client landscape and preparation of the documents, then upgrade to RPA and become RPA business analyst and play a vital role in discovery phase and complete all these activities which are input to the next phase, that is the solution design phase. In the solution design phase, RPA solution architect plays a vital role. Having 5 to 15 years of experience in designing non-RPA projects and upgrade to RPA and leverage your solution architect expertise and play RPA solution architect role in solution design phase and complete all these activities and become RPA solution architect. And these activities are input to the next phase, that's the implementation phase. Here RPA testers and developers plays a vital role. Where exactly our role coming to picture, having 0 to 5 years of experience working in different technologies as part of industry compulsion, we want to upgrade to industry 4.4 technology. RPA is one of the new IT compliant technology, and we upgrade and become RPA developer or RPA tester and play a vital role and complete the development of the project, process or development of the bot and hand over working software, and which is input to the next phase, that is the UAT, where delivery team coming to picture, they will present the what you develop as a RPA developer and take the sign up from the client and which is ready for the deployment. Once get the sign up from UAT, those bots deployed in deployment phase by the IT team and perform all these operations. IT team once deployed, they will give go ahead. Then those hand over to the operations team. That's the execution phase. In the execution phase, RPA operations team and support team plays a vital role and complete execution. With this, rollout of the RPA project completes. So all this starting from RPA, discovery phase, solution design, implementation, UAT, discovery and deployment and execution. With the 6 phases, RPA project rollout completed. In the 6 phases, we required RPA business analyst, RPA solution architect, RPA developer, RPA tester, RPA project manager, RPA implementation manager, RPA program manager, RPA delivery manager, RPA operations team, RPA support team, RPA support team. Various roles required in RPA project. Having 0 to 20 years of experience, upgrade to RPA and leverage your experience and play that corresponding role in RPA projects. Okay, that is the kind of requirement in RPA. Huge requirement in the market, huge requirement in the market, huge demand in the market. Okay, you can leverage your experience by upgrade to RPA and play vital role in RPA as per your interest. Okay, now we will see what are the different tools available in the market in order to complete rollout RPA solution. There are 25, more than 25 25 tools in the market, out of which UiPath, Blue Prism, Automation Anywhere were the major tools occupying more than 50% of the RPA market, RPA business. Okay, and there are some other things also. Then, as a part of AI robot consulting services, we expert on providing RPA solution architect training, RPA process architect training, RPA developer training, RPA developer job-oriented intensive training. Also, we provide internship. We design RPA developer job-oriented intensive training, 45 days online training. It was designed in keeping in mind there are so many problems I faced in when I'm working in. Also, I saw so many failed projects and I did due diligence on failed projects. Based on the experience, I designed this RPA developer job oriented intensive 45 days training. Objective of this is once the person who completed this training directly work in a project as a 2 or 3 years of RPA expert without anybody's support, without anybody's help. They can directly, without any warm-up, they can directly sit in the project and work on the project, work on the task given. That is the objective of the training, and that much of expertise you will gain on completion of the training. Okay. Now, we also expert on providing classroom training, online training, corporate trainings as well. Okay. Now, as I promised you on the bonus, I will show you how exactly bot going to work in the real-time scenario. Okay, just let me run. Let me run you through the bot. So in this case, before running the bot, just let me open on Excel. Let me open on Excel, just a moment. It's opening. Yeah, you see, there's a data in Excel. In the real time, actual requirement is this is the data. You assume that this is the 10,000 or 20,000 of records. For the practice demo purpose, I have taken only 10 records. In the real time, it could be 10,000, 20,000 records. in the data entry operator, what they will do, they were asked to submit each and every record in the portal. For example, your portal is, for example, this could be the portal. Now, I'm going to show you how exactly, as a data entry operator in the BPO, how exactly they will submit. Then after, I will show you, I develop a bot which will do the work, how as a physical employee I did same work it will do, both I am going to show. Okay, now I will submit one record as part of as is process, how physical employees working on. Similarly, I will show. You see here, you see, I open the Excel, I open the portal, login, and my form is ready. This is the form, and here I am copying first field. That's the first name, and copied and alt tab, and going to the first name field and paste, control V, paste, and again alt tab, going back and copying second field, alt tab, come back here and pasting into second field, that's the last name, and going back, and third field, that's the company name, copying, alt tab, going to the portal and pasting in the company name, and then I'm going to fourth field, that's the role in the company, coming back to the portal, I'm submitting, and then going back again to the Excel and copying address, copy, and then I paste into the address column. Okay, then I'm copying email address, there's a sixth field, I'm copying into the email field. And then one more field I have, I go back to the Excel and copy and pasting into the copy field and click on submit. This is actually manual happening. While happening, I may enter instead of first name, there could be second name, another field, there's a possibility, I click on submit. You see, to submit this one record, it has taken 3 or 4 minutes for me, for one record. If I want to enter 100 records, 100 into 3 minutes, 300 minutes it will take. Now, I will show you, I developed a bot and run exactly as a data entry operator, how I work on, bot is going to work the same. I'm going to close the portal because I don't require, bot is going to open. Even I'm going to close the Excel also, bot going to open itself. Okay, I'm open UiPath Studio where I develop the bot. I'm running. The moment I run, what it does, it will open Excel, copy the data, it will open Chrome, and it will open portal, and it will submit record by record, all the 10 records it will submit. Now I'm running, what going to do? It's nothing but in the starting I say mimic what will do, what will mimic the human action, right? That is nothing but as a data entry operator, how I have copied each and every field from the Excel and submitted into the portal, similar work performed by the bot. Okay, I'm running, you check. I am running. It has started, just at to start. At to start. Yeah, started. It has opened Chrome and typed the URL. Okay, it's going to start. Yeah, it's entering. I am not entering, please mind. I am not entering. That is entered by bot. That is entered by virtual bot. That is entered by virtual employee. I am not entering. Yeah, record 1 submitted, record 2 entering. You see, in each and every submission, order is getting changed. So order is getting changed. What is submitting in exactly? There is no question of mismatch. Okay. Second, third record it is submitting. Click on submit. The fourth record submitting. I am not entering. Bot is entering the data. Hope you are able to see on screen on the portal how the bot is entering, similar to the physical employee. Sixth record entering. Seventh record entering. Eighth record entering. Ninth record entering. 10th record entering. We have only 10 records, it will stop at 10th record. How many records it have? It will continuously submit throughout the day. You see, 10 records, it has submitted in 96 seconds. 96 seconds means 1.5 minutes approximately. In 1.5 minutes, 10 records submitted. As a physical employee, for me, it has taken 3 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes for single record. For the 10 records, it may take 30 to 40 minutes. For the same 30 records, bot has submitted within 1.5 minutes. That is the kind of power for the bot. That's the kind of RPA solution capability. That is the scalability of the RPA solution entire industry is looking for. Okay, I'm closing this. I'm closing this as well. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. I have done for my mind. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah. If you are looking for any kind of training, please check the description. You have the link. You can register for the training. And we will come back to you. We will contact you. Okay. Every month we are going to start new batches, RPA-uipath job oriented intensive training. If you are interested, you can register. Link provided in the description or comment section. Okay. And I'm requesting, please subscribe to my channel. Please like, share to your friends. Also, you please provide the comments. And also requesting you to click on bell icon. You will get all my updates time to time. You could be the first person to watch my new releases. Thank you. Thank you very much.